If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Welcome back. We are live on Radio Row in Tampa. Guests, celebrities, dignitaries, and football players. Chris Hovan is here. BC, Minnesota, St. Iggs. You got the whole thing going on, but you're down here in Tampa in the sunshine. Welcome. How are you?
Wow, you threw the St. Iggs in there. Wow.
Well, see, Kevin Byrne is the media relations VP for the Ravens, and he's a Cleveland guy. So what's the rivalry, St. Iggs and
St. Edwards?
Right. Okay. Right. So they sound the same.
Is that his son Sean and I were like best friends. That's how I know the Burns, because when they were in Cleveland, and all of a sudden then they moved to.
Now I didn't know that you knew Kevin Byrne.
6 degrees of separation of Kevin Byrne.
We're 1 degree. It's just we're one removed. So you've known Kevin forever.
Well, until the Browns moved to Baltimore.
Until we stole the Browns, right?
I'm not really gonna say anything about that.
You're gonna get upset about that.
There's 5 of you, and there's one of me.
Well, all 5 of us don't equal.
Hold your arms up for the camera. There's my arm. Look at Hovan's arm.
I gotta love this.
Well, the Cleveland thing's great. Tell us the story about being a kid in Cleveland, because you were a kid that was just a fan. You didn't know you were going to play in the league for 10 years or whatever, right?
I mean, I never thought I was going to play in the NFL. I've been blessed throughout my whole career. I played at St. Ignatius. I didn't start till I was a senior at St. Ignatius, and that's how competitive it is.
Were you like a wrestler or something, or were you just a big guy?
I had 2 guys in front of me. One went to Wisconsin, one went to Michigan. I just had a hard time starting at St. Ignatius. So when I finally started, I played well enough where I had Boston College and Notre Dame and a lot of other schools coming after me. So it worked out well.
So where were you the day the Browns moved to Baltimore? You were 1995. How old were you?
I was crying somewhere. I mean, I was a kid. I was crying. You guys took our team, man. I'm just kidding. But
I know what that's like. We're from Baltimore. We had our team taken too.
I didn't even think about that. And they left in the middle of the night for you guys.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite Brown growing up?
Clay Matthews, without a doubt.
Wow. Okay.
My dad said, he played 19 years in the league. His brother Bruce played so many years for the Royals and the Titans. My dad, we used to watch the Browns games religiously. My dad always be like, watch this 57, watch him hustle, watch him run to the ball, watch him play, 'cause this is how you should play. And I'm like, well,
he was dirty, mean, scrappy. It was always snowing in Cleveland. He had blood on his arms.
He was
all the
tough.
Time.
He was tough.
Like, that's you. I'm looking at you. You got your arms are all scratched up.
Look at this guy's face. He just says Cleveland. It just says Ohio all over.
Yeah, it's a great football state. It really is, and it's funny.
The high school stuff's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It's a religion.
This guy couldn't start till his senior year. He's an NFL player. That's
now that I play in Florida, I see what Florida football is. You talk about speed now. You can see the differences between Ohio football and Florida football. Ohio, Midwest, big kids, some talented running backs and whatnot. But down here, the athletes are unbelievable.
So you guys are going through what we went through last year in Baltimore. I say we. As a franchise, I don't play on the team anymore. But you're going through a coaching change.
Right.
Obviously, John Gruden was here, did a lot of great things. Super Bowl, the whole 9 yards. Talk about that a little bit. It happens. You and I were talking off air.
Mm-hmm.
If it happens 3 days after the game or after the final game of the year, you go, oh, okay, that was expected.
Right.
23 days later or whatever, he gets the axe. I'm sure it had to be a shock for you guys.
Usually, what do you call it? Black Monday after the NFL, and then there's usually a change. Usually, it's 5 to 6 coaching changes per year, but now it's been 11. In the NFL, and you see the turnover in the NFL, and the owners wanting to win because, if you're in the playoffs, it's more revenue for the owners, and they want to make the money now. They're seeing the trends at Pittsburgh and New England's, and surprise teams like the Arizona Cardinals this year, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get that team to the championship.
You've enjoyed playing down here in Tampa.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.